Okay, I'm Mark McDermott, Chairman of the Ed and Rec Committee. I'm going to call the meeting to order at 9:39. Representative Odenak, could you please take the roll?
Sure. Mark?
I'm here.
Alice Kelly?
Here.
Marcy Scolyarn?
Here.
Alex Durrell?
Here.
Peter Tolman?
Here.
Chrissy Kelly?
Here. Sorry, I was muted.
Okay. Marissa Ringel?
Here.
Is that everybody?
Yep.
Okay, great. So we have a full contingent. All right, let's start. We'll run through the agenda. Does anybody have any further comments about item number 3, which is the assessor's report on tax relief and elderly and disabled homeowners program?
No. Nope.
No.
Okay. Seeing none, we'll go directly to number 4, which is the appointment of the alternate for the Historic District Commission, Darren Raymond Locke.
Man, she seems great.
Anybody have any comments?
No.
Got my vote. She had me at hello.
She had you at hello.
So I'll make a motion to approve.
Yes.
I'll second. Marcy will second.
Okay.
Who was that first? Who did the motion first?
Alice. Alice did.
Oh.
Yeah. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Against? Abstain? Okay, unanimous. Item number 5 is to consider and act upon the appointment of the Solid Waste and Recycling Commission, Timothy W. Besler. Do I have any further comments about Mr. Besler?
No.
Seems very qualified.
Sounded like it to me.
Again,
So,
have hello.
do I have a motion to approve?
He can have it.
Motion to approve Marissa Ringel.
Okay, second.
Alice Kelly.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Abstentions? Okay. Motion approved unanimously. We're ripping right through this. Okay, number 6 is basically the STEEP grant for $128,205 for the Fairfield Center pedestrian improvements. Does anybody have any further comments about that?
I have a question. It's Marcy. The grants that come up, are they specific to a certain area when they get the grants, or are they able to apply them to any area of town?
I believe this is specific to that particular area of town that you saw I think there's a sketch.
Yeah, of Fairfield Ave. I realize that, but I didn't know if we specifically asked for grants specific to an area before we get them, or if we get the grants to use in general and then we pick the area.
I think usually they're specific.
I think this grant was requested specifically for that area of town.
Once in a while it might be a general thing, but usually they're pretty specific to an area, from what I remember.
Yeah.
I seem to remember at one meeting, Bill, I don't know if it was an RTM meeting or just a neighborhood meeting, but Bill Hurley had said that sometimes with sidewalks, if a neighborhood might get a grant, but they might not all be in agreement with the sidewalks in front of their houses or in that area, so then that grant might get switched to a different area of town. So I didn't know if that was sometimes what.
Right, that could be.
That's what led me to believe it might not be specific.
Yeah, I think for the most part the specific, like the one we approved, I forget when it was, for the Kings Highway improvement across from the old Miller Nissan. What was that, Volkswagen place?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they're generally specific for a specific project in town.
Okay.
So no further comments. Do I have a motion to approve?
Yep. Pete Tallman.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, Pete. Second.
Alex Durrell.
All right. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Okay, that motion is unanimous. All right, the next one is the purchase of the 350 Quincy Street for $295,000, which will come out of the Affordable Housing Trust Fund. Any comments on this?
I want to see how much these structures are going to cost. Because, well, I guess being a duplex, that would make it more affordable. But if you figure a couple thousand square feet for a small house at $250 a square foot, which is cheap these days, that's $500. So now we're at $800. That's not an affordable house. But back to I think they're looking at duplexes now. So, well, it's worth looking into, I think, that's for sure.
Yeah. Tallman would know.
I mean,
No, it's nothing to do with
my
builder.
question
Actually,
is
the guy
there,
does
sorry, go ahead, Peter.
building got
Sorry.
expensive.
My question is, is there enough land available to put duplexes on, or whatever they decide to do? Is there really
They'd
enough?
have to go
They're
up.
going to be probably on the smaller side. I would say they probably wouldn't be much more than 1,500 square feet. I don't know, Peter. You
Each. Yeah.
So maybe that's 1,500 feet aside. So that's
Right.
3,000 square feet. So now you're up to 750, and you're over $1 million for them. But I was wondering, how it came up because of the kids and overcrowding Sherman. Can we label it an affordable senior housing? Or is that discrimination? All right. I confess, I'm a bigot. I like old people.
I was jotting down notes to myself during that too. Like, I wonder, since it's a new development, but I guess because it's going to be affordable housing, it would probably be discriminatory to kind of almost pocket district that for just, you can go, this is distributed for Mill Hill or Riverfield or whatever. But
well, I
can imagine that going over like a lead balloon. Yeah.
But that could kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
But
But I think
guess we
someone
can
asked him that question. Peter,
Right.
I think someone asked him that question, and he said it was
well, they didn't specifically. Well, yeah, I guess. I'm just pretending I didn't hear the answer, I think.
Okay, fair enough.
I think how affordable housing works, they would, whoever is next up on the list, right?
Well, it sounds now it's lottery.
Lottery?
They do a lot. Yeah, so he said they do a lottery, but.
But I think the lottery makes a list.
Yeah.
I think they do it at certain time periods during the year, and then that makes a list. So you kind of know where you're going to be on the list as it comes up, I think. But I don't think that I think we could make it senior affordable housing, but I don't think it would count towards our goal of making our minimum requirements, which would be our goal.
No.
I think also, I don't think we should jump to conclusions that it is going to overcrowd until we actually saw the numbers. like based on the
Yeah.
house, and we don't know that every single house is going to be with however many kids, and would that actually be overcrowding in the schools or not?
Right.
So I wouldn't.
It might not be
make
big enough to
without
have a
having
family
those
in
numbers
there.
projected.
You don't need more than 1,200 square feet to put in a family. I mean, come on. I mean, most
Well,
capes are barely
that's a little
1,500.
What is the property size now? I don't recall, and I don't have it up in front of me.
They're small.
Let's see if
They're
I can.
small.
see
They
it.
already have to go up because of the garage underneath to
Yeah,
get
they're-
out of the flood zone.
Right, there are already small units on those properties.
But
Yeah.
they're ranches. You
They
know,
probably
they're
can't be
one-
more than 1,500 square feet now, I would think.
Probably.
They have to have a garage?
Well, they have to be above the flood thing, so I imagine they're going to do in a smaller version of what you've been seeing go on down the beach.
Right.
The garages go underneath, and that's why the houses that were like
So I,
good-sized houses look huge.
Right. I mean, their houses, but their houses, you can have a house with 1,000 square feet. At least there are in my district. I know that. I mean,
Yeah,
there's no
but
garage.
1,200 square feet on each side. That's doable
Yeah.
for
Gotcha.
a kid or two.
well, this
Right.
property has a garage, and it's a 3-bedroom now, isn't it?
I don't know.
I'm trying to see if I can find it.
It can be done. They just won't have much yardage, for lack of a better word.
No.
Right.
And you will
I
have to
think
go high because you'll
considering
probably
how
have to
many-
go 2 floors.
Considering in that same area, there's a lot of kind of McMansion squeezed into these small lots. I don't think it's going to look any different.
That's true.
No. You're
Mini
right
mansion.
on
Yeah.
Pass me the toothpaste.
that.
Neighbor.
Oh, it's currently 1,196 square feet and
Okay.
3 bedrooms.
1,200.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Marcy.
Yep.
All right. Any other comments? All right. Can I get a motion to approve?
I'll motion to approve, Marcy.
Marcy is second.
I'll second Alice.
Alice, thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Abstentions? Okay, that motion carries unanimously. And we can get now down to the big topic of the
Pensions.
the retirement or eligible employees. And what do we have? PETA, Thea, what was it?
DPW.
DPW. Any comments here? I'd like to say I think I'm going to wait until I hear more from the what comes out of the LNA meeting, and also what more information we get from Mr. Hasselkamp this week. I was in Brenda's original presentation at Town Hall, and so we heard a lot about it. We didn't have the details then, and we just got the details, I guess, this Friday, so we haven't really had a lot of time to dive into it. But obviously it's something that's going on in the private sector, and something that has to happen probably in the public sector as well in many places. But we do have, I think, some issues where what the cost is really going to be, and if they're going to refill jobs, there's still a cost involved with that too. So, anybody else have any comments?
I don't know how we can really vote on this at all right now. I agree with you. We really don't have the information available to us.
Well, we can, when we go to the vote, you can vote however you want.
We can all abstain. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's what we should do.
I'm not. Well, it's your personal decision. I'm not going to tell you how to vote right now. Anybody else have anything to add?
One thing I would say is I think it's more of a long-term issue than I know it's going to be some money for the next few years, but I think long-term, and I'm sure even though they can't dictate who leaves and who stays, it's a chance to get rid of some dead weight, which everybody knows there's plenty of dead weight, and get some new blood, some fresh blood in there. I'm not afraid of a brain drain or anything like that. Because if somebody leaves, I'm sure there's somebody there that's capable of replacing them. If not, we can go outside and get somebody.
Right. There's not. I mean, granted, they're talented, but intellectual property. I mean, it's not too.
Let's
exclusive
not get too crazy here.
Yeah.
Right. Everyone knows who the vendors are. Everyone knows who's good and who's not. It's, we're not reinventing the wheel, but it can be done in a better, more efficient way. That's for sure. That's my 2 cents, boss. It might only be worth 1 cent, but I'm giving you my 2 cents.
That means you're voting, huh?
All right. Anybody else? All right.
Be done by 10.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Marissa Ringel, motion to approve.
Second.
I'll do it, Alex Durrell.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So that's Peter and Marissa.
Yes.
Opposed?
Committee call, but I just got.
Abstention?
Hello? Sorry. I feel like I disconnected. I'm sorry.
No problem. I'll abstain, Alex Durrell.
Okay.
I'm
abstentions?
abstaining.
Marcy Spoyer's abstaining.
Alice is abstaining.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what, Mark? Can I change my vote? Am I
Sure.
allowed to do that?
We're not finished yet.
Peter?
We're not really voting anyway. I'm probably leaning towards abstaining.
Mark McDermott.
Probably, or should I put you down as abstaining?
Put me down as abstain. I can't lose that.
Okay.
We'll keep it to
I
ourselves,
want to
Peter.
see what SNL does come out with. I want to see what the meeting, whatever L&M, SNL, SNL. Mark, hey, don't go there, okay?
Saturday Night Live?
I've been quarantined
This
for
week,
a long
right?
time. Well, not quarantined, but don't get nervous.
All right, so we have Marissa approved.
Chrissy didn't vote.
Oh, I'm just going to abstain until they can give us whatever, I guess. Yeah, seems unsettled, but.
All right, so we have 1 approved, 0 opposed, and 7 abstentions.
Yep.
Sounds good. Sounds kosher.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, I hope we can get together one day soon in person.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make a motion to adjourn at 9:58 p.m. Do I have a motion?
I'll second it.
Adjourn. Yep, second. Yep, go ahead.
Peter and Marcy seconds.
Bye, everybody.
Have a great night.
Thank you. Good night.
Okay, sorry for my heavy breathing, Mark. I'll talk to you
It
later.
wasn't your heavy breathing. I don't know what you were doing, but your name kept popping up on the screen.
I'm not doing. All right, my bad.
See
All
you,
right,
boys.
take care. Spring football, Peter?
I think he's gone.
Yep. All right, Mark. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for running.
That's all right. I got to figure out how to stop recording this now. What do I do?
I'll hang up. I'll leave it to you.
Bye.
Good luck.